Hey.
Welcome back, guys, to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. Mary is back. Mary's
I'm back.
back.
Kind of. I'm not in my setup, but that's okay.
Yes, tell us where you are today.
I'm currently in Vegas. I didn't come here for NXT Battleground. I wish. The tickets were very expensive, and I was not prepared to pay that. So um, they were like $150 for like shit seats. So
That's wild.
I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I'm here in Vegas for visiting my friend and like mine and my husband's friend and my dad. So um, yeah, I currently don't have like my microphone. I'm using AirPods and my iPhone. So apologies if the audio is terrible. You guys will just have to bear with me this week.
She's raw dogging it today. But we did miss you last week. We have a lot to talk about today before we get into what we're actually here for, which is the Clash predictions. Do you want to talk a little bit about NXT Battleground? Because it is starting very soon.
Yeah. I mentioned this on the Discord with Jonathan, but I ran into I didn't run into them. I saw some people.
What is this? I need to know.
I was too much of a baby to go up to them and say hi. So me and my husband and his friend, we were at one of the casinos, and we were just having a good time gambling on the slots and stuff. And we get up to start going to like a different machine, and so we're walking down the path, and all of a sudden I see two very large men, and it just happened to be Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Shut up! Oh my god!
Yeah, I saw them, and like I immediately saw Luke Gallows because I was like, that is a large man with a very interesting beard. So I like watched them as they walk by, and I like think they know that I knew, but I didn't say anything because like your girl did not have enough drinks in her system yet. So I did not have the courage to like say hi to them. But yeah, and so I imagine there was a lot of wrestlers roaming around, and I didn't even think, to look for anybody because that's not why we were here. But I did see someone with a CM Punk shirt, and I wanted to say something to them, but I didn't because I didn't want to, be mean. But yeah, so they were just walking around, and I saw them, didn't say anything, and my husband gave me a lot of grief.
Yeah, rightfully so. I would have said hi. Got to get that picture.
See, but you say that in the moment, and then sometimes, like when you just see them out in the wild, you're just so like because you're not sure. Like in your brain, you're like, I think that's them, but like sometimes your brain's not computing at that moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I missed an opportunity to take a picture with Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, but I'm sure they're here to support Michin as she goes for the NXT North American Women's Championship.
Now, is that who you want to win this title?
Absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely.
Okay.
I'm all about Mia Yim winning this title.
I have to say, I am Team Sol Ruka.
Of course you are.
I think either her or Lash Legend should win. If Lash wins, I'm not going to be mad about it. I feel like she's been a huge star in NXT. She's making me laugh every week. She's really improved in the ring. I have a feeling it's going to go to Lash. I really do. But we will have to see. I'm very excited for that match. I mean, Mia Yim in a ladder match never disappoints. So it's going to go crazy. But I definitely don't think she's going to win. But you never know. I don't know.
Please. She's been working for so long.
Fallon Henley. I am a big Fallon Henley fan. I absolutely love her. So if she won, which she's 100% not going to, I would love for that. Jada Parker is pretty much the only person I don't want to win.
I honestly couldn't even tell you what that person looks like. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just don't watch enough NXT.
This is interesting. Nia and Mia had that little,
Little
confrontation. So
altercation. Yeah.
this could happen. This
Keep
could happen.
name out your mouth.
I don't know. Miss Nia Jax could make an appearance tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But I am Team Shayna Baszler as well. If she does not win against Lola Vice, I swear to God, what the hell are we doing?
Well, but she's in the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view for the tag team championship, so
She needs to win.
You know what? She needs to win for Pride Month. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need that big Shayna Baszler dub tonight. And also, they're in underground match, and I feel like Shayna, of anybody, Natalia already put over Lola Vice, so now I think Lola Vice can take the L to Shayna. I think it's fair. I need because I just need to have a moment for Shayna. It's so hard being a Shayna fan nowadays. We don't see many wins often.
It's hard being a Zelina Vega fan too.
Oh yeah, when's the last time she really was on TV?
I mean, stuff with the LWO. It's pretty much it. Sad day.
But that's NXT Battleground. Before we get into Clash, I want to talk about Ricochet and what is going on there.
I don't know. I'm just seeing so many articles that he's leaving, and to me, it doesn't make sense, because if he leaves, then him and Samantha are never gonna see each other, unless she is trying to leave too. But she better freaking not.
Oh my God, no. I haven't seen. I mean, I try not to trust these outlets too much, but Ricochet has been liking some tweets and doing some replies that seem kind of shady. So I don't know. He did recently.
They're putting him in so much stuff right now.
Are they?
Yeah, he has this whole thing with Braun Breaker going on, and then Ilya Dragunov. So he's being used. He's being utilized.
And he also did just lose his speed championship, I believe, to Andrade.
Yeah.
Which whatever. I didn't even know that happened. I don't watch that. But apparently Ricochet's going to be working written out of storylines going towards SummerSlam. That's what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe at the end of the day, as much as it sucks, I want him to be happy. And if WWE's not making him happy anymore, then he's got to do what's best for him.
Okay, me too, but still, I don't want him to.
I know.
Unless he's going to TNA, where he can still have, matches in WWE and that crossover. Yeah. But just anything else, I'm no.
Yeah, nothing else is gonna work. Stay away from AEW, please.
Saying that he's going there, just stop.
They would do absolutely nothing with him.
Yeah.
He would have one match with Will Ospreay and then get sent to the back, and that's it. Y'all know damn well. But that's that. So let's get into what we're really here for, which is the Clash at the Castle predictions. Now, I don't know if we have the entire match card, but I did.
So, because there's 5.
Do. There is 5, yes.
And that seems the trend right now is 5 matches.
They might add something on the pre-show, but for now, we're just going to be talking about the ones that are confirmed. So we're going to start with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are reigning women's tag team champions going against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Now, Shayna and Zoe were, in my opinion, I don't know why they're in this match.
Well, because their match got interrupted.
Right. See, I didn't watch this past week. I've been.
So, there was a women's tag team championship match with Bianca and Jade versus Shayna and Zoe, and then Alba and Isla interfered in the match and started beating everybody up. So.
Yeah, see, I worked a double that day, got home at 1 a.m. and was like, I can't do this today, y'all. I got to go to bed. So I completely missed that.
And I'm assuming that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are in this match because it's in Scotland and they're Scottish. So I'm assuming that's why they were added to this match, which I love that, because let people shine in their home countries, they get to have that special moment. But really quick, let me just say, I'm exhausted by pay-per-views right now. Sorry, PLEs. I'm exhausted. We just had King and Queen 2 weeks ago. Like, let
And
me
then AEW Double or Nothing. We had that. We have Battleground tonight.
and then
Like,
is Money in the Bank even getting its own pay-per-view?
um,
Like, are they taking that out?
I'm gonna Google that real quick.
Because if Clash of the Castles this month, if Money in the Bank is next month, is it next month?
It's July 6th.
Are you guys? I'm tired. Okay, so
Yeah, that's kind of insane.
Money in the Bank is in less than a month, and then we have SummerSlam in August. Like, I mean, which I know normally there's one a month, but like lately they've just been really close together, and so I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it feels like we're doing predictions every other week at
Like
this
every
point.
2 weeks, which is crazy. But anyway, so for this match, it can go one of two ways for me. Either Bianca and Jade will retain and continue to be dominating tag team champions, or they will start trying to break them up already. And if that happens, I would like actually Shayna and Zoe to win, because I think they're like currently the only valid tag team that can go up against Bianca and Jade.
Why do you say that?
Because they're both strong. Like, Zoe is athletic as hell and really good in the ring. Shayna, with all of her submissions and, you know, with her like MMA background, like they just seem the most valid to me to take on two heavyweights, you know, two titans, if you will.
That's fair. I really don't. I don't know. I don't want to see Bianca and Jade break up so soon. I feel like if that's, I feel like SummerSlam would probably be the move for that. Or and maybe that might be even too early because we're likely going to move in the direction of Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania next year if they're not going to do Bianca versus Charlotte, which I kind of doubt they will at this point. So yeah, I don't know when that would happen, but I don't see Bianca and Jade losing so soon, so I am going to go with them as my prediction. I would like to see Alba and Isla get their one-on-one match with Bianca and Jade at some point. We'll just have to see. But I will say this match is on the main card, and I'm very happy about that. Like, yes. So are you going with Zoe and Shayna?
You know what? Why not? Wow.
All right. Well, that's the move. Moving on to Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, if Chad Gable doesn't win this damn title at this damn show, I swear, Sami, I love you, but I don't think, like, I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, I don't think Sami should have been the one to dethrone Gunther.
Yeah, we've made that pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't think so. I was happy when it happened just because of how much I love Sami, but I was really surprised because I was there in person at WrestleMania 40, and my section was like, huh? Like, we were like pleasantly surprised, kind of, but I feel like Chad Gable is doing some of the best work that he's ever done right now, and I genuinely look forward to, because like before, I didn't give a damn about the Alpha Academy. I would skip over that, but now I'm at a point where I'm very excited every time they come on. The stuff he's doing with Otis and Maxine, like I'm very much looking forward to it. So I feel like this is going to go either two ways. Either Chad wins or Otis finally turns on Chad and costs him and Sami retains. I don't know.
Yeah. I really liked the Alpha Academy stuff when they were heels, like when they were full heels. I always think of the time that they did the spelling bee with, I think it was the Street
RK Bro.
It was RK Bro. And the spelling bee, I thought that was so funny, and like that was such good wrestling TV. And
yeah,
I actually want to see Alpha Academy go back to full heel. I want to see Maxine be a heel, and I want Tozawa to just go ham on everybody.
Yeah.
So I want Otis to cost Sami Zayn the title, and Chad becomes the IC champion.
I feel like this is what Chad deserves. He's worked so hard for this. He's doing, again, some of the best work of his career. So And we've all been wanting him to hold this title for what feels like a very long time now. It just happened to go to Sammy instead. Oh, this is interesting. RM says Otis will turn, Chad will expect it, and Creeds will help Gable beat Sammy. Because that's interesting, because we've seen Chad talking to the Creed brothers backstage quite a bit. So he could be one step ahead of whatever is coming.
Do you think the Creeds are ready for a heel turn?
Yeah, I do. They need something to get them on TV.
Because they're kind of boring. I'm sorry. Tell me about their personalities, please. Tell me. What are their personalities?
Well, there's they're like brothers.
Exactly. Thank you for proving my point. They have no personalities, so maybe
They are. I really love watching them in the ring, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Okay, so to me, watching them in the ring is like watching when football players come do guest spots. That's how it feels to me. Like it's giving Rob Gronkowski coming in to help Mojo Rawley win the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That's what it feels like to me. I'm sorry if that's hot.
Yeah, they need to do a little more. I was really loving the Diamond Mine in NXT, so I hope that, we can bring them on and do a little more with them. Because I would like to see them be tag champions eventually, but I don't think they're nowhere near built up to that point. I mean, in ring they are. Everything else, not so much.
Well, because if Alpha Academy, like Chad with the Creed brothers, sells to me way better Alpha Academy.
Yeah, I feel like he could really help them out as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Chad winning this.
I'm also going with Chad, and if we're wrong, it is what it is.
It is what it is, but like,
we're wishful.
I'll give Sammy his 10s. Like, at least he's showing up. He's continuing to kind of do what Gunther did, which is put the title in the spotlight. Like this title run has not been bad by any means. So I'll give him his 10s, but I am ready for Chad Gable to be champion. I really am. Ooh, next we have Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. I just, before we get into this, I'm really tired of how disrespectful WWE is being to Bayley.
Yeah. I feel like they gave her the title as like a consolation prize, like thank you for all your hard work, and now they're like just kind of like, here's a match.
Like, did she piss off somebody backstage or something? Because she's not on the posters half the time. She's barely cutting promo. She's barely really doing anything. Like, I expected a lot more with this title run, and right now it's so forgettable. Like, it really is. Like, Liv Morgan has done more in like a week with that title than Bayley has done since WrestleMania. And that's not Bayley's fault. I'm not blaming her. But it's crazy. Like, she is one of, if not the best women's wrestler they have. So what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad that she's on the card and that Piper Niven is in this spotlight. Obviously, again, she's Scottish, so I think they put her in this position so that she could be in front of her home country. So I love that for her. I love that Chelsea Green's going to be there. I can't wait to see their ring gear because I think it's going to look really cool. Yeah, I mean, I have Bayley winning this. I don't see Piper taking the title from her. No. But I still anticipate it being a good match.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Piper Niven is incredible. I'm really glad she's getting this opportunity. I'm really excited to hear that pop for her. It feels, although I wish a little more effort was put into this, it kind of just feels like they're like, oh, Piper's from Scotland, she'll face Bayley. Like, she kind of just came out and declared it. There wasn't a whole lot put into it. Yeah. The segment that they had didn't even start with Bayley. It started with Nia Jax being like, I'm the queen. Tee-hee-hee, I'm coming for you, Bayley. And I don't know. I mean, they're just not putting really any effort into Bayley to the point where, like, other WWE superstars like CM Punk have been putting on their stories, Bayley's here too. Like, it's very weird. I don't understand. But I'm very glad for this match happening.
But I think that going into SummerSlam, I think they're really going to push Bayley versus Nia. And I'm putting out the good vibes that they're going to make it a big deal.
I hope so, because we could see some kind of Money in the Bank situation come into play with whoever wins that briefcase.
True.
And if that's the case, if they continue to book Bailey like shit, maybe it wouldn't be so bad for her to get cashed in on.
Don't say that.
I mean, it's like at the same time though, if they continue to book Bailey like this and her reign continues to be forgettable, it needs to just be shut down quickly. Because what's the point? You know, like I agree with Cap. I do see Tiffany Stratton winning Money in the Bank, although I would much prefer Chelsea Green. It's probably going to be Tiffany, and this will probably happen. In which case, maybe it's for the best. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and you mentioned Liv Morgan's current, title reign, even though she's not having a match at Clash of the Castle, at least as far as I know. Yeah, I think her being caught up with like the Judgment Day is doing such amazing things for her and her career. Like she was the most viewed video on WWE's YouTube channel twice now because of her segments with Dom, and they're so good. So much story behind it, and like there's so many moving parts that it's just so good for her, even if she doesn't have an opponent right now. Like I really don't even care that she doesn't have an opponent right now.
Yeah, no.
That's how good this whole novella has been.
I just hope they don't do kind of what they did with Rhea and just have her constantly involved with the men and not defending the women's title. Like that would kind of suck, but I feel like they're just holding out for when Rhea comes back at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. She's probably going to have a match for Money in the Bank. And maybe she'll be the one who gets cashed in on. But
oh my god, no.
I mean, they love doing that cash in with women on Money in the Bank night, which I hope Triple H, Papa Trips, if you're listening, please do not do same night cash in, please. It's so played out.
Like, thank you for doing it at SummerSlam last year, even though it was on my number one goat, Bianca Belair. Did not love that. But at least it wasn't the same night. So, but apparently a lot of people in chat think that Rhea is apparently just going to snatch that title back. I hope not, because let's not lie to ourselves. Her title reign was not good.
I mean, she was very dominant, that's for sure.
Yeah, but she had like a few title defenses, and then like only like 25% of them were actually decent matches. So it's like, I don't really want them to just put the title back into Rhea's hands if it's just going to be her being like doing whatever. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But either way, going back to this, I do have Bailey retaining. I think this is going to be a really, really good match, and I'm really excited for it, though.
I'm excited to see Piper's entrance.
Yes. Oh my god. I hope they do like her and Chelsea do something with Pride as well. Maybe they incorporate that. That would be cool. But moving on. Ooh, I'm excited about this, and this is unpredictable. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This, to me, is probably the most unpredictable match.
Yeah. I really am torn because realistically, what I think is going to happen, my prediction is that Damian's going to retain, but only because CM Punk is going to show up and cost Drew the match so that they can further. Yeah, exactly. Same, Tyler. Same. Punk is going to cost Drew the match so that they can have their match at SummerSlam.
That's what I'm hoping, and also because, sorry y'all, I'm a Damian Priest kind of girl. I don't want him to drop that title. Like, I need our beautiful, sassy, I'll say sassy because I don't know the YouTube rules, Undertaker to retain and hold on, because he had been working so hard. Getting that moment at WrestleMania was crazy and awesome, and I don't think he should lose it just yet. I think maybe SummerSlam is probably the move. I think that's fine. I think that would be a good first world title run for Damian Priest, but I feel like it's too soon at Clash for him to lose.
Well, because like, guys, not everyone has to have a Roman Reign-esque run where it's 3 years of the same person. Like, we can have short title reigns and them still be good.
Yeah. So, like 110 days or something. Like, that's fine. That's a good run.
For quantity.
Yes, exactly. And I have a feel because we haven't seen Punk in what feels like kind of a while. I think the last time
I haven't noticed.
Well, I have. Okay. And I think the last time we saw him was a Monday Night Raw where he was basically just calling Drew McIntyre a bitch. So I don't know. I have a feeling he will make his grand return and screw over Drew. And hopefully we get, because I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I feel like Punk is probably cleared by now. Or at least getting close to being, like, he'll probably be cleared in time for SummerSlam. Yeah, in which case we can have that match because I really want that match. I don't know who would win that match. They'd probably have Drew win. Oh, this is a good point. Punk made everybody forget him and will surprise Drew. I mean, that's true because we just haven't seen him. Like, there's been nothing. So him showing up, like, that would be pretty crazy. I think that's what's going to happen. I really do. And I'm excited for it. So I'm going to put my money on Damian Priest.
Yeah, Damian via disqualification.
But it sucks because then Drew gets screwed over in his home country again.
I mean, someone has to. I mean, I guess Piper's going to also, but...
And probably Alba and Isla as well.
Yeah, wait. Maybe one of them needs the dub, though. I don't know.
Maybe it will be Drew. I don't know.
But then it'd be Drew and Punk for the title. Blech. Sorry.
Yes.
But...
Yes. The day that Punk gets that title, I can't wait for the episode where we talk about it.
I'll just be rolling my eyes the whole time.
Yeah, this for me is very unpredictable. I'm gonna go with Damian, but it's not a confident prediction because it could just go either way. Drew, like RM says, he got the new contract, so I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, hello, TJ.
Hey.
It's time for Drew to get that title back. Also, y'all are very underrated and everyone should yes, please subscribe because we are so close to 500. And we would love to hit that milestone by the end of the month. So help us out and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you are subscribed, thank you very much. We love you very much. Thank you for stopping by, TJ. It was awesome having you on last week. And hopefully we can have you on soon. And the last match that we have is Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles for the undisputed WWE Championship in an I Quit match.
Okay, I have some feelings.
I
I don't like that they're already running this back. AJ looked great in that blue suit.
Yes, ma'am.
That Styles clash off of the stairs was crazy and I cringed.
Yeah.
I didn't know until today that it was going to be an I Quit match. I haven't watched SmackDown because I've not been home. But so is this just a regular I Quit match or is this like AJ has to retire or something? Like, is it just a regular I Quit?
I didn't watch SmackDown either. So I think it's just a regular I Quit match. People in the chat, please let us know. Yeah. But I believe it's just... This is my thing, though. Like, AJ is, keeps kind of hinting towards, they're saying regular I Quit. Okay, cool. AJ is kind of getting towards the last, not the end of his career, but like that final run of his career. Him saying I quit to Cody Rhodes is not going to be a good look.
No, it seems like the end. It's giving when AJ Styles was the one coming up and John Cena was the one leaving. It's giving that.
Oh, but like y'all, I'm just not ready to let AJ Styles go.
I know, but girl, he's like 47. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's had a long career. An I Quit match kind of seems like it has a lot of finality, and I don't like that.
It's very sad. I hope that because I mean, Cody's not losing.
It should have just been a last man standing. That would have been better.
Yeah, that would have been so much better. What do you guys think of the chat? Would you prefer I Quit or last man standing? Let us know. Yeah, it's just gonna be weird because I don't know. It's gonna put Cody over in a really great way, and like, sure, I'm happy about that. And like Wayne says, AJ putting guys over part of his career.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Cody's a great person to do that for, but at the same time, Cody already beat AJ. Like, isn't that enough? So
Yeah.
I knew they were going to run this back at some point. I agree with you. It does feel a little bit early. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
Like, at this point, it just feels like they're not confident in anybody else to have matches against Cody right now, because they had Paul, but that was like not real. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Having AJ run it back again, like, maybe they don't think anybody's ready to go against Cody, but I mean, who else could you put in his place? I mean, they could have done Randy, but he's not ready. Yeah, exactly. SmackDown has no top heels right now.
I would like for them to build up Carmelo Hayes a lot more, and have him be that cocky heel type and have him go against Cody eventually, because they did wrestle. It wasn't for the title, but they did. Randy, I would like to see that, but obviously he's still a babyface, and I think he still has unfinished business with Gunther, so we still have to wait and see that, because I have a feeling we'll get some kind of rematch or something with that, or not for the crown, just like in general. I don't know.
And the Bloodline 2.0 is ready for Cody yet.
Can we talk about that for a second? Like,
they should have a different name for it, like, honestly.
Yeah, the broke line. Because they are so, I'm sorry guys, some of you guys in chat might get mad. They're so boring. They are not interesting whatsoever.
They're just
I don't care.
Like, I'm here for a good time, you know what I mean? And they're not a good time.
They're so freaking boring. Like, yes, negative aura. Like, Solo Sikoa is not believable as a leader. Bro is like 0-30. Like, yeah, you beat John Cena, cool, but like, who gives a shit at this point?
Theory did too.
It's like, they're so boring. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been watching their segments.
Yeah. Speaking of Austin Theory, though, really quick, I don't appreciate that neither tag team titles are being defended.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
Castle. I have a feeling one of them is going to get put on pre-show, though.
The men's tag titles on the pre-show is crazy.
Considering those titles headlined WrestleMania 2 years ago.
They did.
And I think it's going to be Awesome Truth against New Republic, or whatever they're called.
New Catch Republic.
Yeah, New Catch Republic.
DIY needs to take those titles at SummerSlam.
No.
What?
No.
Why?
Because I love Austin Theory and Grayson Waller as a tag team, and I'm not ready for A-Town Down Under to break up, okay?
Girl, they're already going down under.
Oh, I'm not ready.
They've been fighting. They've been sassing each other. Like, they in my opinion, this tag team has been fun, but they work so much better by themselves.
I disagree. I think together they're so much more entertaining, and I think, like, I don't know, it just adds another element of, like, silly heels, and I love that.
Yeah, I don't know why their WWE is choosing to plant seeds with them breaking up. Like, it feels very soon.
I mean, they've been doing that since the Cody Rhodes thing.
Yeah.
On the Grayson Waller effect. I love them as a tag team. I mean, you know, even if they lose the titles, I would still want them to be a tag team, but I understand they probably want both of them to be independent stars. So
yeah, so DIY would go against A-Town Down Under because they're on SmackDown, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I thought they were. Oh, they were on Raw, but they got drafted, didn't they?
Yeah.
God, that's confusing. Okay. With Awesome Truth, like, it was a fun moment for WrestleMania, but I feel like most of us are kind of over it by now.
I'm not. They're hilarious.
Oh.
Girl, they're so funny. Truth is just hilarious, and like the way that Miz reacts to him is just like, Miz is literally all of us.
Yeah.
And I just think their dynamic is so good. And I feel like he's like the only one who can really break the Miz. You know what I mean? Like have Miz break character.
That's true. I don't know. I am ready for it to be over at this point. Like I no hate to Miz or Truth. I love them both so much, but you know, it was a fun moment. Let's let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Because when's the last what have they really been doing with those titles? I forget they're champs half the time.
I mean, they just have funny backstage segments. They haven't been really having a lot of matches, I don't think.
Exactly.
Will someone correct me? Because the way I watch Raw, I don't see the whole episode. So
they did defend against DIY, but that feels like forever ago.
Was that before the draft was official?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, either we start defending these titles more, we start doing more with it, or we just move on. Because for me, it was a funny little bit, and now I'm ready for something else. But going back to this match,
all right, we digress a lot. We get off topic, but yeah, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. I have Cody Rhodes winning.
Yeah,
AJ Styles taking the title off him. So,
can you imagine if they had AJ win?
Dude, everybody would lose their minds.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed too, because there's no reason for that. Cody is the top guy right now.
There is no reason we sat for 3 years of Roman Reigns garbage to finally have our saving grace be beaten within 60 days. Absolutely not. So yeah, I'm going with Cody Rhodes too. When do you think we will see the return of Roman Reigns?
Well, I feel like it's going to be a Brock Lesnar type of situation where he's going to show up towards WrestleMania season. Even, not necessarily for him having a match unless he wants to run it back with Cody. Or if he's going to be in The Rock's corner when it comes to Rock versus Cody. Because that's going to happen at some point. Because The Rock already told Cody, I'm coming for you when I come back. So.
Bro, if they have The Rock win.
Well, it would only be because he's running things.
I would stop watching.
By the way, sorry, I don't know if we ever talked about this. I hated The Rock coming out with a belt. That was the most dumb. I don't even have words. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Him coming out with a belt that meant nothing. But just so that him and Roman could both hold up belts? Hello?
Bro really thought he was a champion.
Bro said, I am a champion, I need a belt.
Was that it was a belt that Mustafa Ali's mom gave to The Rock or something?
Oh, I don't know. I thought, didn't it say People's Champion on it or something?
I don't know. I don't follow Rock lore.
Well, and you guys know I love The Rock. He's always in my heart. But that was just so ridiculous of him a belt for no reason.
Bro, you are not the champion. Stop.
Yeah. So, yeah. So if Roman is gonna go on the Brock Lesnar schedule, he'll be back around WrestleMania season.
Muhammad Ali. Did I say Mustafa Ali?
Yes, you did. Oh, love that.
I'm just such a big Mustafa Ali stan, you guys. He's just on my brain. Muhammad Ali. Yes, that's right.
I have been since the first Crown Jewel when it was him versus Mansoor.
I loved that match.
I loved that match. The crowd was iconic for Mansoor that night. Ugh.
That was a great match. That match is not talked about enough. Yes, Muhammad Ali's. Oh, I thought it was Muhammad Ali's mom. I was his widow. Okay, fair enough. But also, bro is still not the champion. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Sorry.
Absolutely not. That was a one-time thing. Let's let it stay a one-time thing. I don't want to see Roman Reigns holding any championships, maybe ever again.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no reason for it at this point. So.
But what if The Rock winning? I don't Because if, like, imagine The Rock beats Cody at SummerSlam, and then we have to do this whole shebang bang again, where Cody's like, I'm going to finish the story at WrestleMania 41. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do that.
He finished the story. He's writing a new one.
This is what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, I still want the head of the table thing where they start beefing, and I will accept The Rock winning this.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we've been put through hell for like 3 years. I feel like it's warranted. It will be like a nice send-off. Go to Hollywood, Roman Reigns. But in all honesty, the bloodline is lacking some Roman Reigns, and it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that someone had brought this up. It was like, I don't remember who it was, but they were saying Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, like, their nepotism is showing because they got to come up to the main roster before being in NXT. And I mean, I understand why, because Solo needed people.
Mm-hmm.
Him, because there's no way he could be by himself right now, even though he was by himself before. But now if he was by himself, it would be like really weird, you know. So he needs people around him, and I don't think they were ready for that. But I mean, what other choice did they have? I'm still waiting for Jimmy to come back. So
yeah, where is he at?
Where he at? He got lost. He missed the plane. Like, I don't.
He lost his ticket or something.
He lost his passport. I mean, well. Anyway. Got lost, just like Veer, 2 years ago.
Did he get released?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. Oh, wait. I think he did, but then they brought him back for the Indus Share stuff with Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, but didn't he get released again?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Can someone fact check that, please? Because Veer just never ended up coming.
Oh,
moving on.
At Raw, and then he kept getting lost. So
that was a great meme though for a long time. Like, when is Veer coming to Raw?
Yeah.
With Tangaloa and Tama Tonga, in all fairness, they are pretty established considering their run in New Japan and everything. So I wasn't really like expecting them to be in NXT. I'm not mad that they weren't in NXT, but it's hard to just, because I mean, I watch New Japan, but definitely not as frequently as a lot of other people do. And I'll be honest, I wasn't watching New Japan when they were, I believe their tag name was the Guerrillas of Destiny. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I was not watching when they were doing their thing. I did go back and do my research because I like to be caught up, but I don't know. I just can't really, I like to watch them wrestle. I think they're great. But as far as the new bloodline, I can't get into it. It's boring. I don't care. None of them have any aura whatsoever. And it's just kind of embarrassing. like they're being thrown to the wolves. Like, Solo Sikoa looks like the Kool-Aid man.
Well, that's how it feels, that they were thrown to the wolves. You're absolutely spot on, because it was like, all right, well, Roman's leaving. You guys need to do something. It was like, all right, go.
I would have been so much more entertained if they did like a whole like Solo and Jimmy are fighting to be the head of the bloodline while Roman's gone. That would have been fun. But that's not happening, and we're stuck with whatever the hell this is. One more thing I want to talk about before we go, and a lot of people have been mentioning this in the chat, is kind of what's next for Liv Morgan. With Becky out of the picture, Rhea's still not back in the picture. Like, what's going on? Is she working with Dom? Is she working with Finn? Like, what is going on?
I think she's doing to Dom exactly what Rhea did to Dom, which is hypnotizing him, and maybe he'll end up on her side, or like he'll be just caught in the middle between Rhea and Liv, and maybe they'll both dump him. I don't know. As far as like who, potential opponents could be, I feel like the pool is very dry right now.
Yeah.
I know that they kind of want oh my gosh, Lyra to kind of be built up and be in that picture now that Becky's gone.
Yeah.
Like obviously Io Sky could go, you know, try to get her title back. I mean, who else could?
I mean, Liv was beefing with Zelina Vega on Twitter, so maybe that.
Zelina's injured right now.
Oh.
Yeah. So just the pool is not very big right now. I think they just need to wait until Rhea gets back.
Yeah, that's probably what they're gonna do, but I also don't want Liv to not defend her title at all. Because, like, if Rhea is out longer than expected, and what Liv is just not gonna defend for like a few months, like, or something, like,
I feel like she'll defend. I feel like they'll just be like giving new people a chance to have title matches, but she's gonna win. You know,
yeah,
one can hope.
we hope. I want Liv to have a decent title reign and not just. Honestly, I don't really want her to lose it to Rhea because.
I mean, I don't either. I'm on the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour bus.
Me too. At the worst comes to worst, maybe Liv will win the Royal Rumble and we can see it at WrestleMania. I would like that because right now there's really nobody else that's viable to win the Rumble where we stand right now, which is fine because we're still very early in that. But
she's been the bridesmaid, not the bride, for 2 years in a row now for the Rumble. So
yeah. But we'll have to see. NXT Battleground is at 8, right?
Yeah, so like 5 o'clock here. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we sign off?
You know, thank you guys for almost 500 subscribers. This is crazy that you guys want to listen to the two of us talk about. We have so many things that we want to do, and I promise it won't be all prediction videos all the time. Once down, because I'm getting tired. Yeah, I'm excited for the NXT Women's North American Championship match. I'm really pulling for Michin, even if it's not going to be. I really want it to be because she's been wrestling for such a long time. She deserves a title reign, and to have her win a new title would just be so special, and so rewarding for all of her hard work. And as far as the NXT Women's Championship, I know some people want Jordynne to win. I don't. I want Roxanne to retain, because I don't think that someone from TNA should be holding the NXT belt. It was the same problem with titles being on the main roster instead of at NXT. So I don't want that. I know some people would like it just so that it's like, oh my gosh, both titles are on the TNA division. But I think it's gonna be a good match. Roxanne is so good in the ring. She truly is a prodigy. And Jordynne Grace is obviously Jordynne Grace. So I think it's gonna be a good match regardless. And yeah, I hope Roxanne retains her title though.
I want Roxanne to retain simply because I want her to eventually lose it to Julia.
Okay.
That's the only reason I want Roxanne to retain. I want to see Julia with that belt. And it's going to be a great show tonight. I'm very excited. I'll watch it when I get home later because I have things to do. But also want to say thank you guys for 1,000 followers on our TikTok page. We appreciate that a lot. And at some point we will be doing, because I really want to do the Def Rebel tier list. It's an idea I've had for a while, so I really want to do that eventually. So maybe we can do that in like the week after next week, because next week I think we're doing Clash review. God. So maybe the week after that, okay? God forbidding. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode, for just hanging out with us all the time. Make sure you're subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you should be. Thank you to everybody who is subscribed. Follow us on Instagram, follow our TikTok page, follow our Twitter page, follow us both on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all this stuff. And we will have more stuff. Cap's electricity just came back on, so he can watch NXT Battleground Let's go, Kat. Prayers that it stays on. Thank you guys so much. And I think there's only one thing left to say. Mary, will you do the honors?
Logan Paul sucks.
That's right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.